check the phone and see what it's on. Yeah, I heard. Is it going or is it okay? It's not going. Alright, we the Hebrew Israelites, we out here back, you know, once again through the power of the Spirit of the Lord. We're going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Alright, double honors to our elder apostles, alright, a great millstone, and we want to say double honors to the elders of great millstone also, okay? Peace and blessings unto the nation, to the elect of the nation of Israel, alright? Which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics. And those brothers and sisters, they look like the other nations. But, as the scriptures say, we've been scattered, okay? So we're going to look like the other nations. Just had a cat come up talking about how you know my daddy wasn't this. We don't know our, we don't have a record, we don't have a record of that. But we know through the Spirit that we are the, bring it out, okay, that we are the children of the Heavenly Father, man, through the Spirit, okay? Because this thing is a spiritual thing. This ain't a thing of, let me read some records. Oh, okay, there go my daddy, or there go his, right. We don't even have that, man. Okay, this ain't no getting on Ancestry.com and, you know, getting a DNA test. This ain't what that is, man. This is a spiritual thing, man, not a carnal thing, all right? Go ahead, what you got out.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit,
right,
that we are the children of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
That's it. All fingers point to us being Israelites, okay? Meaning the things that are written about what would happen to the Israelites in the last days, that's us,
right?
Okay? The curses, that fell upon us. We're the ones that went into captivity in slave ships, right? Okay? Starting with the northern tribes,
right?
The so-called Mexicans, the Latinos, you know, the what they call they went into captivity by the way of ships first, man. Okay, when you go into the curses. Alright? So
I was gonna make scriptures resonate with our spirit. That's what the scripture is saying. It's saying the spirit, what is the spirit? The spirit is the understanding of these scriptures. Okay, bear witness with our spirit, the ones of us that wake up to this truth, woke to the truth. Okay, it bear witness that we are the children of the Most High. Why? Because we believe in the Spirit, believe in His book. You know, and then even Jake in general, Jake gravitates to the scriptures. Majority of Jake, you know, they have Bibles. They don't get into them,
right?
But you know, they believe,
they think decoration. Yeah, the scriptures ain't a decoration piece, man. They not something to put up on the table stand at your house or in the dashboard of your car, man.
Another point, like I heard Zaynala bringing it out. You don't see the other nations doing what we do.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, you
got it, bro.
Yeah, you don't. No, I got it. Yeah, you don't see the other nations out here on the highways and byways proclaiming that they're the Israelites. It's only one group of people that's saying we are the Israelites. Nobody else on the planet Earth is saying they're the Israelites.
Right.
Not even the so-called white man.
Right.
He calls himself Jewish and Israeli.
Yep.
There's only one group talking about the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
So that proves that our spirit bear witness the Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High,
Yes.
which is the meaning of the name of our name,
Yes.
sons of He, Prince, Power.
Yep. Who else is doing the commandment where the Lord said, go ye therefore to the highways and the hedges? In other words, what the brother is saying. Who's doing what's commanded that the Lord himself commanded to do? Go ye therefore to the highways and bid them to the marriage. Who's doing that? Like the brother is saying. Nobody else is following that commandment. The so-called, the little hats, they not doing that. And then they put themselves all in, like brother said, Jewish, Israeli, or they'll just be Jews. Jew is just one, it's just a shortening of one tribe. Where are the other 11?
Right.
And why aren't you doing what the scriptures say should be, that you should be doing here in the latter times once the awakening happens? Where that's at?
Right.
There's, like the brother was saying, there's only one group of men that's doing it, and it's not just black men.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
There's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay? Huh? Go ahead, brother.
Also, go ahead. Oh, I got a point is going to the how we know the Israelites, that they tell you that the Israelites is the only one who's going to understand the scripture. And when you go back to the Psalms 147, so it's word on to Jacob. So we the only one, the Israelites, we the only one who can break these scriptures down the correct way.
And when they're doing it.
Yeah, and doing it.
Ain't no other nation trying to get into this.
Right.
They getting into that other white meat, you know. They getting into food Jesus.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, in lieu of Galatians 6, I mean, Romans 8
Yeah.
and 16 that the brother brought out, and the precept that the brother just read, this is Galatians 6 and verse 16. It says, and as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy, and upon the Israel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Right.
So, you know, instead of worrying about who's who in the flesh,
Right.
all Israel not even gonna make it.
Right.
That's right.
The ultimate aim is salvation. And yes, you have to be an Israelite, but the way you look don't determine that.
Right.
Because you got brother that may look straight up Israel.
Right.
And they don't, their spirit don't bear witness
Right.
with this spirit.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what it's all about, man. As the brother was stating, it's a spiritual thing, and to get caught up in, you know, who got records or who look like what.
Right.
It's about a person's spirit.
Right.
And that is, like the brother read, the Heavenly Father showed his word unto Jacob. Who is it that's had the understanding of his word?
Right.
He is not going to have an understanding of this word. It's going to be strictly that Israel of God.
Right. Hey.
All you Israelites, all 2/3 of you niggas going to get put to death.
Right.
Because y'all come up in the wrong mindset.
Right.
Well, you live in the wrong mindset.
Right.
You walk in the wrong mindset. And you come to camp asking stupid questions because you got a worldly mindset
Right.
towards something that's spiritual.
Exactly.
You know? So yeah, I just want to put that out there, man. Even just being Israel ain't enough.
Right.
Right.
You have to be chosen.
You gotta be the Israel of Yahweh. And that scripture say we ain't dealing with records. That's why the scripture say the spirit bear witness. Right. Okay? That's the record.
That's right.
I got a quick one. This is 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. It says, but the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused it. But the Lord Yahweh seeth not as a man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance. And that's what a lot of you, we trying to, the black community and black people. What are you talking about?
Right.
This, first of all, this is only for the elect, okay, of the nation of Israel. And it ain't just so-called black men, okay? That just shows the carnality of a lot of these other groups, man. You just looking at God, oh, you from Africa, oh, you a Hamite. They don't, look, man, we've been scattered. We're gonna look like all the nations, okay? You might have a guy come up look like a straight up Ammonite, a Japanese,
Right.
okay, and and have more soul than a cat that look like John Shaft, man.
Right.
Looking like a China map.
What's the dude named Brian? I can't think his name, but he rap. If you don't see his face,
Right,
you,
that Google, right, he
yeah,
look like a Google. Right,
something
right,
Brian.
right.
I can't remember his
Can't
name.
remember his name either.
Yeah.
You think he looked like a straight up Google.
But if you hear him, you be like, hey, that's Jay. What's the dude that sing that song?
Oh, yeah. Man.
No. It's the old song.
Yeah. What you gonna do for love?
Yeah.
What
What you want to do?
Michael. No.
No, his name is Bobby Caldwell.
Right.
That's
He
it.
look like Esau.
He look just
right.
like
Yeah,
Esau.
yeah,
They
yeah.
play his song on the Jake station, on Magic 102 and shit like that. Never seeing his face. You thinking, oh, that's soulful right there. That's, They play that in the so-called black clubs, man.
Right.
But when you see him, if you didn't know he was that guy that sung that song, you'll look at him, that's a damn white boy.
Right.
But that's a Jake, man. That's an Israelite. Okay?
Right.
His spirit now witness that he's an Israelite.
Right. It's down low. The low, dirty low down. What's that?
Boss Skaggs.
Scared.
Skaggs.
Yeah.
Yep.
No doubt. And the going back looking at records don't mean shit.
Right.
He saw it in
Exactly. Right.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
And they renamed and we gotta go by the spirit.
Yes.
Even the records that good records that make me out there, they don't mean a goddamn thing.
Right. Don't be. Oh, let me finish this scripture. All the notes. Yeah. Shit. And it's a
Average
lot
white
of
band.
yeah. Shit. Better believe it. And they named the name is Average White Band. Shit. Tell me what Jake ain't. It ain't too many Jakes that don't listen to that older school. You know, I got them in my playlist. 1 Samuel 16:7, but the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance
Right.
or on the height of his stature,
Right.
because I have refused him, for the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. Okay? For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, looketh on the heart. Okay? He don't look at, you know, he got kinky hair. He got to be Israel. And we always use the example of Blake Griffin's son. He looked like a straight up little white boy. He looked like a little Edomite. He's a Jake. And it don't take much. I mean, look at Blake Griffin, damn near look like a white boy.
Right.
I got nieces that got green eyes and blondish hair.
Right.
Son,
Hey, the ex NBA basketball player Jason Williams,
Yes. That's
he had
Jake.
a name called White Chocolate.
Right.
Yep.
That was his nickname.
Right.
Shit.
Ain't no white boy look like that.
No.
That ballin', right?
There's some cats back where I'm from, you know, we like right in between here and Louisiana. There's a lot of that, you know, the lighter, the better type shit going on. As it's still going on today, you know. You can't match. So a lot of women got with light-skinned men, you know, because it was a shame to bring a dark-skinned man home, you know. Because Jake got that shit going in their family, you know. Probably not as much so now, but definitely back then. And this cats that I hung with back there in the world, man, if you saw us walking together, that, as a matter of fact, then went places with them out of town, and they was like, why you brought that white boy here? Nah, that's here and there. You know, that was fun. You know, but like the scriptures say, you can't look on the outward appearance, man. You have to go by the spirit.
Right.
Okay? What we got? Yeah, we're gonna kind of switch gears a little bit. I just wanted to say that because it had a guy come down there, really he was scoffing, man, you know, trying to act, you know, play that role. No, you scoffing, man, and really, he had been here before. Right. Okay?
And that's just a sign of that we're in the last days. Like what brother was saying, you know, These are the signs that we have to do. You know, these scriptures are coming to life, man. We're able to identify who the Lord's people are through these scriptures, and we're able to recognize what time we're in because Matthew 24 and 14.
Matter of fact, what 12 say? Bring that stuff right there.
Matthew 24 and 12. Because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
Now, question: is not iniquity abounding? Meaning, the law, statutes, and commandments are not being followed. So what's going on here? Iniquity. And it's abounding. This world is overflowing and flourishing. Okay? Which is a key indicator where we are in this biblical timeline.
Right. And if this place is going down, one of the signs that the kingdom is going down is living a life of decadence.
Yes. And moral, there's no morality.
Right, that going into decadence,
Yes.
in that sense.
Yes.
You know, decadence is wandering away your life.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's captivity.
And kingdoms failed when it got to that point. I think it was one of the apostles that brought out the stages of an empire, and decadence was the last stage.
Right, decaying.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, decay. But that's what decadence is decaying.
Right.
And the worm is definitely spread up under this place.
And look, people are dying, dropping like flies too. Right. Health is we talking about right here in Babylon the Great.
Yes.
You know, this is the most unhealthiest country in the world.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
The number one in obesity.
Yes.
Number one in all diseases.
Yes, sir.
Cancer. Where's the cancer at? Right over here in America. Everybody's cancer ridden.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's microplastics in people's
Yes.
body, things of that sort.
Yes.
Yeah.
The things that they allow to be sold as food here in this country, that don't fly in another country.
Right. Look at just say real quick. We can get off the world star hip hop
Yeah.
and another bullshit just for a minute. Look into the FDA, man. They regulate the foods and the USDA. They regulate the meats and all that.
Right.
They not approving because they're 100% clean.
Right.
They're approving based off of, well, there's only so much of this in here.
Right.
So much
We
of
can
that.
label it as that.
We ain't
Right.
gonna kill them. Go ahead and put it out there. They
It
know
ain't
it's
gonna
poison.
be a quick kill.
Right.
Right.
They know it's poisons and toxins in that shit, but they allow enough of that to go in, man.
Right.
But you trust the son of this goddamn devil so much, you really think that they, you know what I'm saying, man? Look, bro, oh my goodness, you fell victim to the devil.
Real quick, brother was saying about the FDA. These corporations have lobbyists, okay, that go to the different lawmakers and shit that they pay big bread. There's no reason why cigarettes should be legal. There's no reason cigarettes should be legal, yet they're legal. Just to give an example, you think the tobacco industry don't have big time lobbyists? People that went to school, that sit in think tanks,
Right.
they get paid big bread to go
Right.
lobby
Big
the Congress
Right.
and the FDA. We need to be selling our products, da 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 da.
Right.
They shouldn't be selling cigarettes, yet they are. Just want to make that point. Of course it does. It says it on the box.
He's out here saying something that tell you
It's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you.
Hey, this is going with what you were saying. This is Romans chapter 2 and verse 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outward,
Right.
neither is there circumcision, which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly.
Yep.
And circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, judging the outward appearance.
Nope.
You got to look in the man's spirit.
That's right.
They had to do it. The same thing was going on back during the time of Yahweh.
Yes.
The time of Paul and the rest of the Peter and John and the other apostles. Okay? It was a scattering.
Right.
They had Israelites at that time didn't have records that can trace them back to it being an Israelite.
Right.
See? They didn't have inheritance rights.
Yep.
They had no record. They thought they were the other nation.
Yep.
See? And they even looked like the other nation, even going back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason looked like the other nation
That's
even
right.
during that time period. So we dealing with the same thing. Today, that's why they're Acts. There was a time when, I think it was the Apostle Joel, they made the statement. It was like Acts 2.0.
Yep.
Same thing happened again.
Yep. There's no new thing under the sun.
Right?
And the thing is, but yeah, there's no new thing under the sun, man. Okay? This is happening all over. Okay?
I got it.
Oh yeah. Finish that out. What you got? I'm pretty sure it's going to talk about right now.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 2. And 14. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judged of no man.
Read that one more time, Papa.
1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
For they are foolishness unto him.
Yep.
Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
Spiritually discerned. They don't have a spirit working with them to be able to decipher whether or not is this guy Israelite?
Divine.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah. You know, like that guy that just came up. Which again, he was on the scholarship mission, but his what he was saying, the statements that he was making. Like, you know, my dad ain't a Hamite. It might be the way you act. But then again, Israel is rebellious.
And worried about the other nation. They concerned about they love their enemies more than they love themselves. You worried about the enemy's salvation over your own salvation.
Yep.
Right.
Through the years, the little time we've been in this truth, people come up, Jake look at the sign. Where the white man at? All right, Stephen Fetch. You know, you the perfect Sambo, man.
They don't even say where the Africans at.
No. Where is Massa?
Because white Jesus. So that means if the white man ain't gonna make it, they white Jesus not gonna make it. We can't have that.
Can't have that. I was raised on this. Big mama done told me
Right.
all my life.
Right.
I can't go that way.
for this.
Mama knows this.
Yeah, that.
That's how Jake feels.
Yeah.
Whatever mama say, that's what's right.
Yeah. So, okay. You had something, Mark?
Done.
Go ahead, brother.
Real quick, this is Romans chapter 8, verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
That's right.
Right, so you can't approach this book, the understanding this book with a carnal mindset.
Exactly.
Everything has to line up, and you got to be able to scientifically prove what the scriptures is talking
Yeah, you
about.
standing in front of a chalkboard.
You going into what's the DNA site?
Yeah,
Ancestry.com. Let me get into science. Let me get into that science. You dealing with Esau science today.
Right. And that's gonna lead you astray.
Right. That's the science falsely so called.
First of all, this man is your enemy. Okay? Why the hell would he tell you the truth? That Ancestry.com is a business. They trying to get paid. Come on, man. How long have they been taking people's DNA? How the hell you gonna figure that out? Get off the dope. Go ahead, right?
Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure unto the end, shall be saved. This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness to all nations. Why did the scripture say that the gospel shall be preached in all the world for a witness to all nations? And to all nations, that means, that means all these other nations are going to get in. If the word was being preached to them, no, man. We were scattered into all the nations, man. Israel is in all the nations, man. This thing is exclusivity. Right?
Yeah. And again, who's preaching this word? Like the brother brought out. Who's doing this work? You don't see Moabites standing on the corner reading live, or Ammonites, or Hamites, or... No, you don't. Nobody else is doing this, man. Okay? Go ahead and read it from the top of the
Matthew 24 and 11, it reads, Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Okay, we at the end. This is what's going on at the end of time. At the end of this age, brother. Okay? Iniquity abound. The love of many waxing cold. Everybody hate each other. Okay? They can put on that facade and all that shit. Even people that work together, they keep in each other's face. Gary goddamn T. Because I know. I work by myself, but the people that work at the job, they like to come tell me about somebody else.
Right.
And I just stand there and listen.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all work together. I don't work with you motherfuckers. Right. But they all talk about each other. They don't love one another. They at each other's throat. And easily cut the next man's throat and smile and laugh about it over lunch the next day, man. Nope.
We got no further shooting over. This is going to sound like a joke, but it's not. A goddamn piece of chicken, man. Barbecue. Air safe. What you thought might have happened. You know what I'm saying? Road rage, man.
Right. And it's really what it is. The Americans, so-called these Babylonians, they are saturated in witchcraft and don't know it. It's driving them fucking crazy.
Yep.
This witchcraft is driving people nuts.
Yep. Not to mention the added stress of, am I gonna make it to next week? Can I make this check last another 2 weeks?
Right.
Because right now, with this inflation,
Right.
everything done went up.
Right.
Rent, gas, food, everything, man. Lights, everything done went up. A date, shit, I'd be damned if I go on a date. Shit, everything done went through the roof, man. Okay? That's added stress.
Hey, Google, father kill son, son kill father. Watch how many fucking articles.
Yes,
come
sir.
out, man.
Behind nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
Daughters
women.
kill mothers.
Yeah, that's one of the worst ones right there. Women. Just doing that. This is the worst thing going. Is women are the most wicked thing in the kingdom. Yeah, and they killing every goddamn thing.
Yes. Starting with the infant in their womb. That's why a lot of these women, they losing their mind right now because of this overturning the Roe versus Wade that the Supreme Court just came down with, man. Leaving it up to each individual state to make their own decision. And these women have lost their damn mind. Even when I was speaking about the people I work with, no, that's a woman's choice. Watch, there's gonna be a lot of women that die. Well, a lot of women shouldn't have laid their motherfucking ass down and got pregnant, goddammit. Take some fucking personal responsibility. Everything ain't an easy answer, man. Oh, well, girl, this is gonna ruin my life. I gotta go get rid of this. Planned Parenthood all over the goddamn place. You telling me that's love? When it's so easy, so all I got to do is get up tomorrow after I done got smutted out and probably don't even know who this child's father is, because you done slept with 3 men probably at the same fucking time, right. And I'm lowballed. Right. Okay? Your easy way out of this shit is to go and murder this unborn child, man, because that's what the fuck it is. But all you so-called Christians ain't got shit to say, man.
It's a woman's choice. But what about the choice of the unborn child?
And that, yes. So,
I say this, brother. Just to go with what you're saying, because that's a good point. With the whole abortion thing, and people got red hot mad at Great Millstone because we went into Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter. Right. Beginning with the elders on down, dealing with rape. That's the argument they use to justify this shit. Right. Well, what if she get raped? Okay, then you need to go find that man and put his ass on. He needs to take accountability. Right. And take care of what he did. Yeah. That don't excuse murder. That's rape right. Don't excuse murder. That's right. And see, I'm saying that to say, and that go with what this brother was saying. Everybody is suffering from mental illness, right? Trying to get away from the laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. If they would deal with the Bible, murder is murder. Right. There's no justification for that. Right. And you try to say rape and this and that. No. What does the scripture say? Right. The scripture say, go get that man and his ass need. If anybody need to get put to death, put that man to death if he don't want to own up to his responsibility to what he needs to do. Right. But hey, and what the brother said, a woman may lay with 4 or 5 men in one night and won't even know. Which is also though what? Against the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. And see, all these things is what causes mental illness. Yep. And this bugged out activity that you're seeing in the world. Right. Because people dismissing the law. Yep. Now, not to take nothing from what this brother said, I'm going to bring it back full circle. Can I get real quick Numbers 23, I guess around the 19th verse, because when you ignore the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, that gives Esau's witchcraft its strength. Right. Right. That's right. That gives it its strength. Right. So now they're getting bugged out behind this sorcery that's out here. And then, but what's at the core of that, I was done away with it. Because the Christian is the main one. Right. The Christian is the one out here shooting each other on the road. Yep. Some women shot some teenager out here just a few days ago. Road rage. The parent, child-parent murders. Right. Parent-child murder. I guarantee they would just had such and such missionary Baptist church just Sunday. Right. And wilding out. Yeah. You know? But I just want to pull that real quick. Anybody got that number 23? I guess it's 19. 19 chapter. I mean, 23rd chapter. 23rd chapter, 19. Yeah.
This is Numbers 23 and verse 19. Yahweh is not a man that he should.
Like 23.
That's it.
Numbers 23 and Numbers 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
Right, surely there is no enchantment, sorcery, witchcraft against Jacob. Right. Go ahead, brother.
He said, neither is there any divination against Israel. Divination, like it. Neither is there any divination against Israel. According to the time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have the Most High wrought?
That's easily understood, but what you may not know is why. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob nor divination against Israel, meaning you're not going to be able to go in some dark room or get with a group of people and try to cast spells on the children of Israel. Why? Because the Heavenly Father won't allow it. Right. Why? Because That's if you're in obedience to the law, statutes, and commandments of His word.
Right.
Well, the state that we in now, what? The Heavenly Father had cast us off. And you got a remnant that's returning back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Those are the brothers that this world despises, that
Right.
this world looks down upon and talk shit about.
Right.
But guess what? We're not the ones out here wilding out.
Right.
Because this sorcery has no effect on us.
That's right.
Right.
We see it for exactly what it is. Why? Because the covering of the Most High is on us, because we came back to obedience. And that's what that scripture is going into. Surely there is no enchantment or divination if you're in obedience.
Right.
Then the Lord is with you.
Right.
But this world, well, 2/3 of our people, which are heavily indoctrinated in this world,
Heavily.
they wide open. They wide open. Easy prey. Hey, Nahum 3:1.
Right.
The go to the bloody city, the prey depart is not. Because you depart by coming back to your heritage and the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And our people are suffering, and that's good for them.
Right.
Because the prophets came out here to tell them,
Right.
you know, why you struggling? Why you catching hell? Why, you know, your children grow up to be hoodlums and thugs? Why your daughters get pregnant at 13, 14, which is natural.
Right.
That's the natural order of things. But then this society puts a stigma on that and looks at that as something negative. And a lot of times a daughter will be cast out, you know, just because she's doing what's natural. But society telling her, you know, wait, keep on. You can, hey, just keep having children. Right. You don't need to get married. Like, you can be a strong, independent black woman. All that bullshit. That's all sorcery and witchcraft.
Right.
No other nations, man. I'm gonna say this. No other nation do that shit.
That's right.
But you know,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna hear a Moabite or a Moabite telling you a strong Moabite woman.
Right.
Or you a strong Israelitish woman.
Right.
You
Or
know,
independent.
Or you know, you a strong Chinese woman.
Right.
And independent.
Yeah,
No other nation do that.
Right.
Except that doctrine, that witchcraft is pushed on the women of Israel.
That's right.
Right.
And I'm just touching on one thing, man.
That's right.
Man, it's a whole gambit of how did the fiery darts and the wiles of the devil that all people just, it seems like whole water just get caught up in. You know? But yeah, I just want to say that, man, the law, because we got to stress this. Now, therefore, we can go and find that to establish that the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua keeps you from being a bug out, and being a idiot out here in the world, and getting caught up in Esau's system.
Yes.
You know?
So ultimately, it's Yahushua. Yahushua is the law. He's the volume of this book.
Right.
And just because you can, I'm saying that because you can be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments all
Yeah, I
day.
ain't saying the law gonna
Yeah,
save you.
right.
Yeah, well, then, no, that's a good clarification.
And just a quick, no,
You gotta believe in this book in its entirety, you know. You gotta believe in Yahushua and that sacrifice that he made. And he is about what? He's all about the law. He's the man of the law. He is a walking representation of what he is. He ain't went nowhere. He just in the spiritual world right now. All right?
just real quick to land back out the point real quick.
Look up suicide rates. The suicide rate between high school and college age kids, boys and girls, are higher than it's ever fucking been. All right? I just want to add this point. They got an author that came out yesterday, a prominent cheerleader from Southern University.
Yeah.
She did herself. She left a long letter, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at this bio, she had everything that you see out here that these bitches think they doing it. The weave, lashes, different outfits, nails, and all that shit.
She was the cheerleader
Yeah,
at
she
the
was
college.
cheerleader. Exactly, bro.
And all the girls wanted to be her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you read that letter she wrote, that suicide note,
Deep depression.
deep depression. I've been dead and empty for a long
years,
time and
yeah.
years because when we go, the woman is faithless, but that's just Esau's witchcraft, bro. All that shit that they got, the world is laid out for the goddamn woman. You know what I'm saying? But all that shit they got access to is still empty and dead inside. So, and I ain't saying that you're talking bad, because bitches was gonna offer you for it. If you out here naked and empty and destitute,
Right.
if you far from the people,
People walking around here with masks on, brother.
Still.
People ain't, what you see on the outside, that's a show,
Yeah,
man. People walking around here in
Costume.
right.
Yeah, and then how you mentioned, according to the scripture, you know, you ain't got the covenant. Really, you ain't got the covenant. How about you outside? You open the
Woo!
spirit.
Sir.
Right.
Sir.
When we saying all this, it ain't them that's making these decisions. It's really the spirit that's on, you know, driving them to this point.
Yeah.
The scripture saying in Isaiah 19, the Most High being a perverse spirit
Right.
in the midst thereof. He got it planned out. I said they set up the wicked.
Right. Right.
Job 9:24.
Right.
We back to the power of Yahweh, right? And he's pushing witchcraft, man.
Yep.
Meaning, really the base of it is the spirit. Dealing with the spiritual realm on the left hand side.
Right.
So it's all kind of spirits out here. People bugged out.
Right. Right. And that's a beautiful point. I just laugh back. When you see people out here acting crazy, man, it ain't them, man. That's these fucking spirits, man.
We always say it.
All
Right,
right, man.
yeah.
You about to see it more than you the
Yes,
ever
sir.
fucking seen it,
That's
man.
Yes. Yes. It's gonna really.
Right, man. Right, man. It ain't just people, man, they got heavy demons and spirits out here, man. And you about to see it, man. All right?
Because you ask yourself, what would possess a person to do this?
Well, you
When
saying
it's the
it.
day-
You saying it, huh?
Right,
Good.
right.
No, good.
Right? Possessed. Possession.
Right.
I wanted to go back to something Tyler Fire said. Bring this out right quick. It's Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul." If what? What are the old ways?
Right.
That's the way to get rest. That's the comfort. Yahweh Shai is the comforter.
Right. Hey, that's even going to the old way, because we going back to how it started as far as the ministry. When Yahweh Shai laid down 12. You know?
Hey, real quick, Bob Shop, if I could. Now back. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman, man. So whoever don't seek these old paths, so how do you seek out Yahweh power, man?
Right.
Right. That's the only way you're going to get the true access to the correct way of living on this planet Earth.
Right.
Through Yahweh Shai.
12 and 14.
And they tell you that if you don't seek that,
Go to 13.
prepare for fucking death, man.
Period. There's no other option. There's no C. Okay? It's A or B. Seek ye Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, or B, drop like a fly wheel.
Right.
Okay? A or B. He start looking at all. 12 and 13. Oh, 13.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, it reads,
Because the brother said, how do you seek the old book? Really, the Lord got to be dealing with you, man.
Right.
The Lord got to call you. St. John 15
Yeah.
and 16.
He going to put the spirit on you to see.
Yes, yes. Because it's not nothing, none of us did this on our own free will. There's no free will. We were instructed by angels.
Right. Isaiah 65:1 said that I am confident that Psalm 9.
That's right. Yeah, I bring that out. Let's get these scriptures. Bring that out. Bring that out what you got out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
What should we be doing?
Fear the Most High power
Why?
and keep His commandments. For this is the duty, the whole fakir. For this is the whole duty of man.
I bring that again.
chapter 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Allow that shit. There's no, what the fuck? Who the hell is gonna be scared of Jesus? Just lily white, pale,
Right. Ribs showing,
a hippie,
Adam's apple out.
a naked hippie.
Right, man.
Okay?
You gonna pay for that shit.
Yes, that's blasphemy. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 23. And this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of his son, Yahweh Shah and love one another as he gave us commandments.
That's right.
So we're going into the conclusion of the whole matter.
That's right.
Keep the commandments.
Yep.
Well, believing on Yahweh Shah is the commandment.
That's right. You must believe on Yahweh Shai. And if you want to pray to the Heavenly Father, you got to pray through
Some say they ain't
I'm in fear, please.
Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
So you gotta go to Yahweh Shah.
The scriptures say anything that you should ask in my name. Okay? So you got to ask in the name of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, man. Period, point blank. Not God and Christ, not whatever the hell else these other guys are saying, man. Get away from that Christ shit.
Right, where it says it's a commandment to believe on his name.
Commandments. So, hey, you commandment keepers. You should be pushing the name, man. Okay? And drop that Christ crap, man. Okay?
Not even a little bit, but
Yeah, just drop it. But ultimately, that's up to the Most High. Because everybody's not slated to do exactly what we're supposed to be doing, man. Okay?
Shit, John 14 and 15 say, if ye love me, keep my commandments.
If. And again, the brother said it's a commandment. You gotta believe on Yahweh Shai, man. Period. You gotta believe on his name. Okay? Go ahead and figure that out.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Feel the Most High power and keep his commandments.
Yep.
For this is the whole duty of man.
The scriptures say, rehearse the righteous acts, man. Okay? What are the righteous acts? The old paths. Okay? Doing what thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability, man. Okay? And like the brother was bringing out earlier, it ain't just about knowing you an Israelite. The Apostle Sahar had went into it. There's a million so-called black men that and women that know they Israelites.
Right.
Now what?
Right.
Kendrick Lamar know he an Israelite.
Right.
Kodak Black
Right.
know he an Israelite.
Right.
G Herbo know he an Israelite. Oh, I hit you with that one,
No.
But now what?
right, where's the upliftment of Yahweh Shah?
Right.
That's our purpose. That's like one of our biggest purpose for being out here. Is to uplift the name.
Yep.
You know? And to give that due respect to Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah.
My brother brought out that scripture earlier about the Israel of the Most High power, man. Right. You're gonna find out it's a huge difference, man. It's a huge blood clot difference, man. It's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna add too. I don't know if brothers have mentioned this, but really how we got
right,
You out here looking crazy.
right. All got in your mind.
Yeah, I was, looking at some TikToks back in the day, man. You had people who lower mandible fell off from overexposure to radiation. Jawbone
No job.
dislocated.
Locked out.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
And they don't kill you.
You don't want that though. You'd
kill
rather
you,
be
but
dead.
Yeah.
You'd rather be
You
dead.
wish you was dead.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
yeah, that's just like, if you know the story of Maccabees of Antiochus Epiphanes.
Woo!
Right. Knowing how he suffered from basically what was back in that day, stomach cancer. He was being eaten from the inside out. You know? So, and he suffered for a minute before he died. So, yeah, just feel that. You know, it's easy to, you know, everybody travel by automobiles. These cars will fuck you up, man.
Right.
And people just out there taking their most time for granted and just run, you know, just going to and fro, man. And these automobiles, I don't like them because people out here drive stupid.
Yes.
And you need to pray, and on top of that road rage,
Yep.
you need to pray every time you get in your car and out your car.
Yep.
man.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
That's the Most High to get you there and back. And then when you get back, if you make it back, give thanks that you did.
But yeah, for the Lord, man. And hey, we know that from Isaiah, the 14th chapter, the word is spread under this place. Every time I go on the underpass, I'll be like, Lord,
Just let me get through here.
right? Man, this shit is collect. Man, yeah, this place falling apart, bro. And people just taking Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shah for granted.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to make that point. Yeah, the Lord will jack you up. You got that. This is St. Matthew 10 and verse 28.
That's what I was saying. Exactly.
He said, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And going to that, that's Yahweh, man.
Right. And where do you catch hell at? Or where do you experience hell on the earth?
Right. That is warm and all kind of
Bring us a particular catastrophic judgment upon you. Have you get into a car crash and your whole body is twisted up, white meat everywhere?
You know what it was? Because it was interesting. There was a group of women who would paint the numbers in the little slots on the clock is the one that glow in the dark. They were radiated paint. They said they all died from radiation.
Yes.
One of them y'all.
Yes.
Another guy taking the teacher. And they didn't know, he didn't know it was radiation. He overtook the shit. But yeah, they painting the little numbers on the clock for years and years, so people have glowing, and this shit only glow for what? 5 minutes?
Yeah, tops.
At top 5 minutes. And yeah, they fucked up behind me. Yeah.
I got a quick. Go ahead, bring out a couple of more. We're gonna wrap it up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right.
And so everything the brother's going into, it's a prolonged judgment, you know. Intestines, devouring themselves, your mandible falling off, all of the judgment of Babylon, this is sentence that's not going to be executed. Well, it's executed speedily in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but it's taking its time to go its course through the dispensation of time. Okay, so these people are going to be under that vibration of evil, of sorcery and wickedness, because they're in demonic possession, like the brother has said. But let me continue. Verse 12 says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
Right.
Esau thinks he's gotten away. He's still a fugitive and a vagabond, that's going to be judged. It says, which are, Salakia, verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh. Because that's what we're going into. The beginning of wisdom, right? The whole duty of man, right? So if you don't have it, first of all, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, like the brother has said, okay, if you haven't been called, or even predestined, none of that fear you're gonna have. You know, it can't be absorbed. You know, we went to a lesson on the Gentiles. You can't be grafted into fear. It's a part of that spirit, a part of that breath, in which the elect still have. Which is the reason why the spirit bears witness with our spirit. That spirit is Yahweh Shimi Awashah will fuck you up. And has.
Right, brother.
Okay? And is doing that currently. All the judgment that's gone forth throughout this place, it's all a warm-up. You know? It's all part of prophecy, declaring the end. Okay? It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. Right. Yep. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh.
All right. I got something to land back to you, brother. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and 8. It reads, now I will shortly pour out mine fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. And mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
Right.
I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
You will know.
That smiteth. That's right.
Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived.
Right.
Right.
You will not make mockery of
Yes,
Yahweh
sir.
Bashim Yahushua. Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right.
What the brother reading right there.
Right, man.
Get that Ecclesiastes 12 and 14 and we'll end it on that one. Whoever get it first. That's in your book. This boy. Dang. Ain't it?
Nah, I still like it, brother.
This is the Zephaniah 3 and verse 5. You say the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He would not do iniquity, but here's the point. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
See, he feel it not, man. It's gonna happen. Okay? Matter of fact, go to 13.
Right. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh. Let me say this again. Let us. That's telling us a distinct group.
Yes.
Okay, it's not all inclusive. Man.
Right.
All right. It's directed to a certain group of people. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh power and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh power shall bring every worker to judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
And ain't nothing going unseen.
Right.
Even the thoughts of men. Okay? Everything is going to be weighed in the balance, man. In other words, everything is going to be judged, whether it be good or whether it be evil, man. Okay? So, we're going to close, man. And Lord willing, edification went out. All right? We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
And again, double honors to our elder apostles and our elders at Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessings into the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.